It's so amazing to see so many familiar faces. I feel honored. I have a lot of my people here from One Sotheby's International Realty, so thank you for coming. You probably are used to me speaking about motivation, mindset, so deal with it. But for everyone else, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet everyone, and I look forward to connecting with you after the event. So I've been in the business 22 years now, pretty long time, and I've seen so many successful agents, so many not successful agents. But thinking back throughout my career, looking at the success of agents, what they do differently, how they work, what's in here, I realized so much of the ability of what you do every day is mindset, right? Let's talk about that. First, to understand mindset, you have to know the definition of mindset. The established set of attitudes held by someone. Two general types we're going to be discussing today: fixed and having a growth mindset. There's a fantastic book by Dr. Carol Dweck about mindset, and she talks about fixed and growth mindset. She's a Stanford University professor. She's a PhD and the world's leading researcher in the field of motivation. If you have a chance, highly recommend this book. I'm a big advocate of listening to audible.com. I don't read as much as I used to. I listen more than I read, but this is a fantastic book to understand mindset. So we want to focus on growth mindset. We want to get away from fixed mindset. I do not believe you are you who are you. You have room to improve. Everyone in this room has room to do better. We're at a level right now, we have no idea how high we can go. The growth mindset can get us there. So let's talk about what's the mindset of the most successful real estate agents around, especially in South Florida. Number one, vision and focus. Some of the realtors you see, especially the top performing agents in the area, are dead laser focused on what they're doing. You may approach them in the hallway or try to talk to them, but they're not even they're gonna walk on by and they're not gonna pay attention because they're focused on the task at hand, the issue that they're dealing with buyer or seller, or trying to close that deal. So focus and vision. They always ask what if and why not. That's what we need to start doing more of. Ask yourself, what if every situation, and why not every situation, whether it's personal or professional. There's always a solution to any of your problems within growth. They write down ideas that come to them. They have either a vision board in the office or a pad next to their bed. How many times are you driving down the road or sitting at home thinking, oh my God, that's such a great idea, and you don't write it down? And then a day later, you're saying, what the hell was that idea? Well, if you have it written down, you can go back to these ideas and focus on them and grow these ideas. So super important, whether it's notes on your phone or a pad or a vision board, write things down. Excuse me one sec, I'm sorry. Hello? I'm in the middle of a meeting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, real quick, go ahead. Okay, bye. So that was obviously fake. One thing that we have a habit of doing as realtors and in the real estate business is our next client, servicing that client. Let's take care of this person. We have to focus on the person that's in front of us. Pay attention to who you're with. Make them feel like the most important person in the world. My wife gives me CRAP about this all the time. But I try my best, and I think I'm improving because I have a growth mindset. So make the person that's in front of you, whether it's personal or professional, feel like they have 100% of your undivided attention and they are the most important person in your life. That's how relationships are formed. Hearing versus active listening, huge difference. I tell my agents all the time, there's a difference between hearing someone and there's a difference between active listening. When you hear, you're thinking about what you're gonna say next, right? So you're with the client, you're like, oh, I don't want to feel dumb, I don't want to sound stupid. What am I going to say next? But if we just zip it and listen to what people are telling us, we're going to know what to say next because we're going to know their hot buttons. We're going to understand what's important to them and what's not important to them. That's active listening. So be better at active listening. Time blocking for important tasks. Gary Keller wrote a great book, The One Thing, talks about time blocking, talks about habits, which we'll go into. Set yourself up for success. Time block every day, every morning, during the work week, certain hours for certain things, whether it's 9 to 10 for prospecting, 10 to 10:30 for handwritten cards, which are super important, 10:30 to 11, warm calling instead of cold calling. That's calling people who you know. Another thing I tell people in my group all the time is every day you're out there integrating and doing stuff with people that know you already, whether it's your best favorite restaurants, whether it's where you get your beautiful outfits, and God, there's so many beautiful outfits in here today, where you get your hair done, where you go to the gym. These people know you. Are you really taking that to another level by calling those people and fostering those relationships? I think compared to cold calling, most of us should focus on warm calling because people know us already. Build those relationships. Trust me, you don't have enough hours in the day to focus and build relationships with the people that already know you and you know them. Networking, by far, what you're doing here today is by far one of the best ways for you to get out there and have a growth-minded potential. Growth-minded, success-oriented people recognize the value of social capital. They surround themselves with people whose talents, skills, and knowledge complement theirs. They align themselves with other winners. That's why you're here today. You need to get out there more. You need to have the mindset of where can I put myself in a place with people that I want to do business with, that I want to build relationships with. That's the way you gotta start thinking. The real estate stuff we do, the contracts, the stuff like that, the listing agreements, that's cake. You'll get that. You have a broker to help you. You have contract admins to help you with that. Get an assistant eventually, they'll help you. What you need to focus on is money-making activities, and that's getting out there, networking, and meeting the right people. That's key. They take calculated risks. They approach cold calling or approaching a potential client armed and ready. They know their target, they study them. They use this knowledge to bridge the gap with that target. Social media, if there's any importance of social media, it's for this reason. It's the biggest resource for you, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. A lot of us are LinkedIn on different social media, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn. If I'm one of you and I'm going to an event that I know someone I'm targeting is going to be at, whether that's a developer or someone you want to sell a piece of land to, or some Ken Griffith that's buying $20 billion apartments all over the world is going to be somewhere, why not arm yourself, if you have the personality to approach, which we'll discuss, arm yourself with a resource to talk to Mr. Griffith. Know him a little bit more. For example, Alex Vidal, president of Related ISG. I know you're huge into CrossFit. I see that on your social media. So if I want to meet Alex Vidal, I know that he's into CrossFit. I might go up to Alex at an event and say, Alex, nice to meet you, Seth Kaufman. You know, I really want to get into CrossFit. I see that you do that a lot. Where do I start? What do I do? Alex is going to go on for 2 hours about CrossFit because he loves it. That's important to him. Remember Ford. Ford. Family, occupation, recreation, dreams/desires. If you have that in your head, anytime you're approaching somebody, it'll be easy conversation starter. Where's my brother? Where's that? Well, okay. So if I approach my wife, Raquel, at a party, I don't know her, but I understand she has a daughter, Maya. I would ask, oh my God, your daughter is growing up so much. She's so tall. She's beautiful. I watch her on Facebook. It's a different person every time you post a picture. You don't think she's going to be excited and want to talk about her daughter? This is the resource that you can use every day to your advantage as a realtor, which I guarantee you most people do not do. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Study your targets. Look at what they do. If you cold call, if that's your thing, if you're on the phone, if you're cold calling in a certain neighborhood, understand that neighborhood, understand the school system, understand if they're building a park or they're renovating the streets or doing whatever. Understand who you're talking to and be armed with the information to help you succeed. Simple. They never ever blame anyone else. How many times are we around people, I certainly am a lot, that blame other people for what's going on? These people do not blame anyone else. They take control of their own situations and they run with it. My uncle used to say to me all the time, when I say scream at me all the time, and my brother Adam, don't come to me with a problem, come to me with a solution. Think that to yourself constantly. When you're in the middle of tough deals, and trust me, I understand what you're going through every day, day in, day out, how hard it is to survive in this world we call real estate. But your problems are your problems, no one else's. Solve them, figure out a solution. Everyone in this room is capable of that. They don't complain, they get to work to make it right or move on. They focus on what they can learn and grow from it. One thing's for sure, we're all gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna make mistakes, probably during this presentation. But we learn from it. Huge. You have to know how to learn from what you do. They learn to give credit. Successful people with a growth mindset know to whom they owe their achievements. They give back the knowledge and success they've gained. Giving is one of the best ways to feel good about yourself. The more you give, the more you grow. So important. Whether it's helping the homeless or doing something on a personal level with a charity, or in our business, helping a newer agent, or helping someone that's looking for, I don't know, a $750 a month rental. Something that you normally wouldn't do. It's going to make you feel good. When you give, you get abundance back. So start having the giving philosophy and mindset. They never stop learning from their failures. Success is built upon failure. True failure is not learning from the mistakes. Embrace failure, you're gonna make mistakes. Learn the lessons failure provides. I don't necessarily like putting a negative and connotating to something like this, but a failure pad. This business, you're gonna have situations that are gonna happen over and over again to you, whether it's a certain deal or you lost a listing, whatever it is. If you think you failed in some aspect of this business, maybe write it down and then ask yourself, how did I fail? Why did I fail? What can I do better next time? And jot down notes. Improve yourself. Make yourself better. And this is growing, and this is having the growth mindset. What can I do to improve myself? Because, ladies and gentlemen, most people, even the people around you, are here for themselves for the most part. Look after yourself. Look after number one. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan. We're gonna have our failures. What you do with those failures makes you who you are. Keep going, learn from them, move on. Take a picture of that. Growth-minded people do not believe in luck. They make their own luck. They put themselves in situations where there are opportunities. The more opportunities, the more luck you create. Roman philosopher Seneca said, preparation plus opportunity equals luck. You put yourself in certain situations around certain groups of people that you know are the type of people that can afford a $35 million Acqualina penthouse. States at Acqualina penthouse. But that's great, and that's what you should be doing. But you have to be prepared. So you need to study that floor plan. You need to study the setback for this building. You need to understand what amenities this has. Preparation plus opportunity equals luck. If you keep a positive outlook and mindset, good things are going to come to you. So be aware, everywhere you are, every meeting you're at, every event you're at, be aware, meet people, handshake, talk to different people. You never know when there's going to be an opportunity presented to you. And that's why the lucky get lucky. They have developed good habits and they limit their bad habits. We're going to discuss more about habits after. Let's discuss things you can do to have a better growth mindset, improve your mindset. So every day, especially in a tougher market like we're in right now, you're inundated with thoughts and fears and personal issues and business issues, and a million things are running through your mind. How many of us really take time to take a breath, relax, clear your mind, go into the day clear-headed so you can focus on the task at hand? Studies show that just a few minutes a day of quiet can open our brains and make it available for our most innovative ideas. 5 to 10 minutes of quiet, deep breathing during the day can help us get back when stress levels get high. So, you just come from a terrible showing, right? Or a meeting with your seller, and that's brutal. Go to a quiet place, sit there for 5 minutes, let your thoughts escape. You can only control what you can do. Whatever someone else's problem is, and I say this all the time to my people, if someone else has a problem with you, or if somebody else has a problem, that is their problem, not your problem. Don't make it your problem. Keep an open mind, that's gonna help. This helps clear our minds, come up with better solutions or next steps to our challenges in life. There are great apps out there. I know many of you use Headspace, Day One, and an app called Calm. Most of these are free. There's a free version and there's a paid version. Use them, help your mindset. I sit in the sauna every Monday through Thursday, every morning for 10 minutes, and it's dead because I'm there at 5:30 in the morning. And I swear, just clearing out my head, thinking no one's in there, sweating helps. But it's a really good way just to start your day. Check your thoughts. How many times have we woke up in the morning and it's raining and you wake up, you stub your toe on the bed, you go, oh, it's gonna be one of those days, right? Well, it probably is because you're thinking that way already. So you're attracting the negative things that come to you, right? Think positive. Learning that we can choose our thoughts is one of the most powerful things we could do to take charge of our lives. Taking 5 minutes to make sure our thoughts are positive starts the day with the right mindset. This goes along with setting your intention, vision for the day. What do you want to accomplish, even short-term or long-term throughout that day? Think about this. Before you leave in the morning, set an intention of how you want the day to end. How do you want the actions you accomplish today make you feel at the end of the day? How do you want to feel about your relationships? What can you do today to move that forward? Doesn't have to be major. Maybe there's a cousin you got in a fight with 2 months ago and you haven't spoken to them in a while. Pick up the phone and call them. Do something that's positive, that gives you a positive outlook on the day. Changes everything for you. What's the one thing you could do today that will make you feel better at the end of the day? Ask yourself that, whether it's business related or personal related. This is going to be in the handout I give out in a little bit, but some positive affirmations and thoughts to get you going in the morning. You don't have to say all of these, but pick a couple a day. Start with positive affirmations. Will really help you get on your way to a great start of your day. Going back to habits. We all need to develop good habits. Trust me when I tell you there is not one person in this room that does not have a bad habit. We need to limit those bad habits and focus on our good habits. Research determined that it takes an average of 66 days, consecutive days, to inherit a habit. So what are those habits you want to inherit? What do you want to do? It could range anywhere from 18 to 254 days, depending on the behavior you want to adopt. If it's a simple behavior, it's easier to adopt. If it's a tougher behavior, may not be. Whether that's going to the gym, doing your calls, time blocking, those are good habits. Make your habit list and start sticking to those to increase your odds of success. Great little post here, some daily habits, the most successful people. That's creating a routine, what I just talked about. Keeping the mornings, our minds are the freshest, the strongest, the most livid in the morning. So if you have something tough to do, don't save it for the end of the day. You will not get it done the right way. Keep that in the morning because you're at your highest levels in the morning. Give a head start to tomorrow, today. If you have something to do you know tomorrow, get started on that today. If it's a project, practice a little bit for something, a meeting you're going to have with a seller or a buyer. Start that today. Work out, meditate. You have to take care of yourself before you could take care of anyone else. If you are not watching what you're eating, if you're not working out, what good is it to be successful in life if you're not around? You need to take care of yourself. Make that a priority. Schedule time for revenue generating activities. This is one major thing I talk about with real estate agents all the time. A lot of the stuff we do is stuff an assistant can do or something you could pay someone for. The money generating activities for everyone in this room is networking, warm calling, going to events, meeting your next buyer. Those are going on appointments. Those are activities that you want to do. Leave everything else, if you can, to somebody else or figure it out later in the night when no one's around. Focus on doing the money generating activities, revenue generating activities. Keep track of your progress. There's different ways to do that. If you need help with that, let me know. I'll be happy to. Oops. We talked about solutions, not problems. Refresh yourself with quality family time. I'm not going to look at my wife because she criticizes me all the time, not spending enough time. I'm always thinking about work. But focus on your family. Focus on your family. And continue learning. Continue learning. Never stop learning. I went to a training. I'm a certified John Maxwell speaker, trainer, coach. It was a 4 or 5 day event. I learned so much from that, and it got me amped up to learn and read. And I've read several of John Maxwell's books. Keep reading. Get a mentor. The best way to get a mentor, if you can't think of a mentor, is there are hundreds of millions of mentors on eBay or Amazon.com for you. Get books. Start reading more or listening to Audible. Love this quote. Sow a thought, reap an action. Reap a habit. Sow an action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. Stephen Covey. We need to focus more on the big 5 of the personality factors. Grab my sheet here. Number 1, conscientiousness. People that have a high degree of conscientiousness are reliable and prompt. Traits include being organized, methodic, and thorough. Openness. People who like to learn new things and enjoy new experiences usually score high in openness. Openness includes traits like being insightful, imaginative, and having a wide variety of interests. Emotional stability. Dimension to one's emotional stability and degree of negative emotions. People that score high on neuroticism / emotional stability often experience emotional instability and negative emotions. Traits include being moody and tense. Extroversion, being outgoing. So huge, especially for our business here. They get the energy from interacting with others. Introverts get their energy from interacting from within. Extroversion includes traits of being energetic, talkative, and assertive. And agreeableness. These individuals are friendly, cooperative, and compassionate. People with low agreeableness may be more distant. Traits include being kind, affectionate, and sympathetic. Go to 123test.com. Take a free personality test, and it'll tell you a score for each of these traits. Super important to know more about yourself. You won't be able to cheat the system, I don't think. But be honest with yourself. Go to 123test.com. Take the personality test. You need to understand that these, through many different researchers, have determined that these big 5 personality factors are key with how we interact with others and how we succeed in business. Additional research from the Carnegie Institute of Technology found that 85% of financial success is generated from having good people skills. 15% of financial success is due to technical knowledge. What we just learned, that makes sense, right? We are in the people business. We are in the meeting business. We are not in the real estate business first. For the most part, people will only do business with someone they know, like, and trust. You are in the relationship business before you are in the real estate business. If you understand that and learn how to build your relationships better, no doubt you will succeed and continue to grow with that mindset of success and up your game in this business. Great quote from Tom Ferry. Pretend that every single person you meet has a sign around his or her neck that says, "Make me feel important." Not only will you succeed in sales, you will succeed in life. Goes back to what I said before. Everyone you're engaging with, I don't care who they are, from the person that cleans the hallways at your kid's school to the CEO of any company, you need to make them feel important. You never know where you're going to get your next big deal from. It could very likely come from that person who's cleaning the halls of that school. They could refer you. Be kind to everyone. Be compassionate. There is nothing wrong with adding value to everyone in your lives. I refer to this book often. This is a whole different topic. But if there's one book I think everyone in this room should read or listen to, is Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. I promise you, listen to it on Audible. If you have not already, please read or listen to this book. It's going to help you so much in what we do every day. Write your grateful list. Before going to sleep, write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for every day. According to research, psychologist Robert Emmons says keeping a gratitude journal contributes to a positive life attitude, makes us feel better, sleep better, and even have stronger immune systems. Try to write a different list each day. At the end of the week, you'll be surprised how this helps your mindset. Doesn't matter what it is. So before going to sleep, if you could jot down, take notes on things you are grateful for in your life, whether that's your beautiful wife or great husband, or your beautiful kid, your mother, your father, the palm trees outside. Look at where we are every day. Look at what we do every day. We are blessed to have this. I can assure you, 99% of realtors around the world don't get what we do every day. We're blessed. So we're here. Make the most of it. Be grateful for what we have. Write that list. Turn off the noise. Find something motivating to listen to when you begin your day. We all listen to the news, right? How depressed are you? I come home from the gym in the morning, we have Good Morning America on. I can't even watch Good Morning America anymore. You're like, I can't believe what happened already today. And it puts you in that mindset. So in the gym in the morning, I listen to music when I'm working out with weights, but then I get on, which sounds kind of crazy, I get on a cardio piece of equipment and I'll listen to a book. Which doesn't really make you go faster, but I'm listening to a book. It's called The Book of Mentors right now, and it's pretty fantastic. I'll share it with you if you want. During your morning commute or while you're in the car, don't listen to the news. Listen to something motivational. Listen to audible.com. Listen to one of these mentors. Don't mind the news. It's going to put you in a negative mindset. You'll have plenty of time throughout the day, whether it's checking the internet or hearing from your friends at the water cooler what's going on about Trump or about Iran. There'll be plenty of opportunity for that, trust me. Best of all, you'll realize you haven't missed a thing if you're not on top of the news in the morning. Take care of yourself, first and foremost. Get that motivation going. Play and plan big. We have, I think, one life. Make the best of it. Get out there and do what you want. Book that trip to Europe next year. Figure out how you're going to get there now. Just book it. Think big, you're going to act small. Think big. Successful people aren't necessarily the smartest or the best educated. They are brave enough to own what they want. Make a plan for the next 6 months, 2 years, 10 years. Get specific about your goals and how you'll make them happen. What are you really capable of? I even say make a goal for the end of this week. What is it that you're going to do this week that's going to make you feel great and you can grow those goals? Make yourself the most important project. Investing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will. If you want to do a class, get your broker's license, get your PhD, do it. Keep growing yourself. Again, if you do not believe in yourself and you do not have the ability and think you have the ability to do something like this, how do you think somebody that's going to want to buy a condo at the estates of Acqualina is going to view you? You have to have that confidence to build upon yourself. Get uncomfortable. The greatest learning happens in discomfort. To know what you're really capable of, you have to test out your resilience and capabilities. Knowing you could trust yourself is key to personal growth. You're an evolving human with so many things to learn, and that's where your potential sits. Intentionally look for new experiences. When's the last time you really felt uncomfortable? John Maxwell always teaches to do it scared, do it afraid. If you're afraid of public speaking, you know what? Get up and public speak. Do it scared. Because I assure you, as Will Smith said, the best things in life are on the other side of fear. If you're scared of something and you're amped up about something for weeks because you're so nervous about something coming up, the minute you do that, the minute it's over, you are going to feel so damn good about yourself that you accomplished something that was such a fear or terror to you. So do it afraid, whatever that is. I can't stress this enough. Disassociate with negative people in your life. You need to get the energy suckers out of your life. Energy providers and energy suckers. You need to be around people that are going to prop you up, that are going to bring you up, that are going to validate what you're doing, not make fun of what you're doing, and not hear every day, all day, God, this market sucks. What are we going to, I'm going to leave, I'm going to do something, I'm going to start another business, this is terrible. I don't know what you're doing. You're going to all these events, has that paid off for you? What are you doing? Distance yourself from these type of people. It might even be family. You need to try to limit yourself to the exposure with family like that. Remember what I said. You are key. You are the most important thing in your life. You have to take care of yourself. Work on yourself first and foremost. Your growth is being held back by the negative people in your life. Finally, find your tribe. Where do you fit in? Who can you be around that is going to prop you up, make you a better person, give you that motivation day in, day out that you need to want to grow as an individual? Those people are around. There's probably 90% in this room. If you network, which we'll have a good amount of time after this to network, find your tribe. Find people that are going to help you grow. Identify those in your world who you trust and will tell you the truth. Super important. I have a lot of people in my life, whether it's good or bad, they'll tell me the truth. And we all need that. Successful people rarely create success on their own. Find someone who inspires you, and you will quickly see how they have people around them who make them better too. Who do you know? I have some great handouts for you. So Jackie, if you want to start handing these out. I don't know if I'll have enough, but for those that are with me at Sotheby's, if you could pass it down, I'll promise I'll get you later today the handouts here. Okay, perfect. There are 6 handouts I believe you're going to get. Fixed mindset beliefs versus growth mindset beliefs. Great exercise for you when you get home or later today. Write down what you believe are your fixed mindset beliefs, what you want your growth mindset to beliefs to be. Write it down. Put it on paper. That helps. People that could help me grow. Events that can help me grow. Make sure you get on paper where you want to be. Who do you want to be in front of? And what people do you want to be in front of or aligned with that are going to help you grow? Write it down. If it's on paper, more chance you're going to do it. Your growth roadmap. Actionable steps you'll take this week and results and notes from this week. Failures. This could be your failure pad. Make sure you track your results. Gratitudes, opportunities you're thankful for, and experiences you are thankful for. Write them down. This goes with the gratitude journal. We'll get everyone in here. Put these things on paper. When you see it on paper, it looks different to you. It means more. Put it on paper. Opportunities I'm thankful for and experiences I am thankful for. Planning out your day. What do you want your day to look like? What are you excited about today? What exercise? How much sleep have you gotten? What your main focus is for the day. What your meals are, your schedule, your to-dos, your notes, the good things about today. What you're grateful for and what I hope for tomorrow. A pie chart of your life, your activities, your daily activities, what you're spending the most time on. This is crucial. Make sure you map out. You'll see that, really, I wasted this much time on that? So you'll question yourself. Very important exercise. I'm going to end with this quote. Hustle until you no longer have to introduce yourself. That should be a mantra of every agent in South Florida. I want to take the opportunity to thank everyone for joining me. This is an amazing crowd, such familiar faces. You are doing yourselves a disservice if you don't take what I told you today, take the handouts, study, grow, read, better yourself. If things are good now, imagine what they can be. If things are not so good now, things change. They will get better. But you know who's in charge of that? Every single one of you is in charge of your own destiny, what you can do and what you can't do. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I know Mike wants to.